How rude.
Okay, so I'm kind of dumb. I started recording the video and forgot to have checked the audio, so I have to do a whole recap again, which sucks. But you know what? It's fine. But since you guys, saw the I think you guys are just more interested in what happened. So, unfortunately, a lot of things happened over the past 2 months. It wasn't that great. It was not fun. It was actually really horrible. And, life kind of sucked for a good 2 months. So, unfortunately, people got offended by the videos I made, called me out, said that they were too personal and that I revealed names and stuff. And I'm like, no. Like, so unfortunately, people called me out on that. I had to submit a form to the university I was at and tell them, hey, so this is happening, this is the situation, can you verify the videos please, because I don't understand what they're saying. And they were also saying things that were not true or part of the video. They just added more to the story, and I was like, yeah, okay, that sounds about right. Like, no one ever tells their story 100% the truth the time, right? So, like, sounds about right. So, I let them have it. I let them talk out. Like, they publicly humiliated me in a group chat that we were all in, which was unfortunate because, now I felt publicly humiliated, which is actually under one of the official rules that you're not allowed to do, and that's a bad thing. So I did have to put, yeah, I was publicly humiliated. I felt horrified. I felt bad. Like, I felt many emotions that I felt a lot of things. And the words they said really hurt. And I just didn't understand where they were coming from. And then someone else got involved that didn't really need to. And I was like, yeah, this had nothing to do with them. But they just wanted to say their piece. Okay, say their piece. And it sucks because they actually told me to avoid that person. And I was like, yeah, I know I should have. But turns out somebody talked that I thought was a friend. They weren't my friend. They couldn't care less about me, honestly, because last time I asked for help, they didn't even bother to just, like, be a friend. They just kind of looked down on me and just like, oh, yeah, you can't do it, and you can do it, it's easy. I'm like, no. God, these people drive me, some of the people here drive me crazy, but I've also met some incredibly good people here at the program itself, but, like, it's just drama after drama after drama that I just don't want to deal with, and I don't think anybody really wants to deal with that either. So I kind of decided that I'm done with the program. I just don't want to be here anymore. I don't want to deal with this, and unfortunately, it really took a mental toll on me to the point where, like, I needed counseling, I needed help, and I needed immediate counseling because there was a couple of ill idea issued things I was thinking about that I cannot say due to, like, YouTube stuff rights and things, but basically, I was really upset. I got really depressed, apparently. I don't think it's depression, but they diagnosed it like that, so I'm just gonna go based off everything. It was bad. And apparently I have anxiety, so that sucks. That really just sucks. Not apparently, but they told me I have anxiety, and they told me to go go check in with the doctor, talk some stuff through and things like that. So I also learned a couple of breathing methods when I was in the counseling, so that was really cool. It was fun. They also gave me a really cute band. It's really cute. It says, I am the best. Oh, it's kind of egotistical, but okay. I am free. I am thankful. I am loved. So ever since I went to counseling for that, they gave me a little goodie bag and everything, to kind of cheer me up. And honestly, I have not taken it off. I have not taken this thing off. I shower with this. I wear it every day as a reminder that I'm strong enough to go past these events with the bullying, the public humiliation, and I'm strong enough to walk away when I know I need to walk away. So it's just a huge motivational thing for me, like, honestly, everything was just so hard. I couldn't keep track of all my schoolwork. My mindset was not there. And by the time it kind of got there, I was already so far behind. I had to talk to one of the adults and tell them, hey, I'm really far from behind. I really can't do this. And I even asked the teachers, like, and they would give me extensions, but it was still really difficult. Like, I could not focus. I couldn't sit down because every time I felt like I walked in the classroom, like, all eyes were on me. And I just, like, this doesn't feel right. This does I don't want to feel like this. Like, because I also had some, unfortunately, I also had some other people come to me and tell me like, how dare you do this? How dare you do that? And I'm like, do you even know my part of the story? Did you even listen to what happened? Did you hear what happened? Or are you just listening to the one party? And I'm like, you know what? I don't want to deal with this. And some of the teachers heard about it. They came and asked me if I was okay. Some of them personally reached out to me. They actually tried going to my studio and everything and asked me if I was okay. And I was like, no, I'm not okay. Everything was not okay. I'm not okay, you know? Like, everything sucked. Life was horrible to me right now. I don't want to be there. I don't want to be present there. I want to go home and just like at the comfort of my own home. But even at home, I felt scared because I felt like every time my phone rang, it would have been one of them making a comment or something. And it's like, stop. Because like, I'm afraid now, like, they kind of follow my social media. They follow me and this and that. And I'm like, that's scary. Like, do they want me to make like something related to them so they can attack me on it, you know? Like, that's what I was afraid of. But after talking with the adults, they said that they really want nothing to do with anything, and I was like, good, because I don't want anything to do with them either. Like, this is ridiculous. They told me they thankfully told me that everybody just not everybody, but they overreacted. They should have been adults and talked to me about it. And I was like, yes, they should have, but I'm not going to get mad at them. And I even tried to dismiss the case, honestly. I tried so hard to dismiss the case because I felt like I didn't want this to affect their careers or anything. But when talking to one of the adults, she was very adamant and said, what careers? They are students. They don't have careers at the moment. Like, you know, like, they're here to learn, to educate, you know, like, a career is, if you had a career, you wouldn't be here. And I'm like, that's a good point, because the point of school is you're searching for a career, you're trying to build a career, right? But for them, it's like, no, this isn't a career yet, which is great. Like, you know, like, she also told me that I should not dismiss the case on them because they need to feel like they need to deserve what's coming to them. And I was like, yeah, but what if this hurts them, if this affects them, this might go on paperwork or whatever. Like, I don't want this to affect them. She told me I was being too nice for my own good, that I should continue to keep the case. I should not worry about them because they clearly didn't give a damn about me, which I'm very sorry for cussing, but like, so I did put a warning, some my minor language, but yeah, she said if they didn't care about me, why should I care about them? And she brought up a really good point. So I said, you know what? That's a very good point. I think I'm going to go ahead and just do that. I'm not going to care. So luckily the adults handled it. The university handled it. Almost police police could have gotten involved, but I refused that. They asked me and I was like, no, I don't want this to be bigger than it is. I just want them to stop. I don't even care for an apology. You know, like, I didn't want an apology. I just wanted the adults and the university to know what was happening, and it made me feel better hearing from them that they're nobody. They're not people with power, so they're nobody. You know, like, doesn't matter what they do, doesn't matter who they help, it doesn't matter what's going on. They're complete nobodies. Like, they're just people still learning, still educating themselves, still trying to build a career. You know, like, it's not like they're empowered. You know, and I was like, that's a very good point. So I decided to kind of snap out of it and started getting back into momentum. And I was like, yeah, you know what? That's what I need to hear. They don't have power. So why do I feel like they're controlling me? And, you know, I did get some comments saying that by you leaving, you know, it's kind of like you gave them power. And I'm like, yeah, but they also said that my mental health was more important. So I agreed. And that's kind of why I left, honestly, because like I just couldn't deal with it. And I felt like a criminal. I felt like if I murdered somebody every time I walked through the halls or like I saw another person. Luckily though, I had good support systems when it came to like some of the other students where they were able to talk to me like if nothing ever happened, or they came and told me like, hey, I'm very sorry for what happened. That was BS. That should not have happened. They should have been adults, blah, blah. But I'm glad that you're okay. And I'm like, I'm really not okay, honestly. Like, I don't know if you can tell, but I'm really not okay. And I've broken down a couple of times to certain people where they came and talked to me, and I was like, I just needed to cry. I've been crying for weeks when it happened. I think I just barely stopped crying when I started working at my new job because I felt like I can breathe again. I felt like I'm doing things I want to do. And I just realized that college isn't what I want to do anymore. It's not for me. I mean, I got my bachelor's already. I was just going for my master's because everybody always told me I would be, I can make a good teacher. I should try teaching. Oh, if you're going to teach, you should do college. It's the best. And I was like, okay, yeah, let's do it. And I do love it. I really do love it. But it's just like, I don't think I want to be put in an environment like this. Yeah, I can ignore it, but like, I'm not strong enough. Like, I'm sorry to admit that, but I am not a strong person to ignore everything. I can't do that. It's hard. So I decided that this is definitely just like not for me. The program's okay. It's great for me. The teachers were awesome. But my God, some of the drama was just a little insane. I just do not want to deal with that, honestly. So I kind of talked to my mentor and everything, and I was like, you know what? I think I want to start doing other things with my life, and he was really great about it. He's like, well, you're still young. You can figure out what you want to do. Do what you want to do. Do what makes you happy. And I'm like, yeah, I started traveling too. Like, I started traveling. I haven't gotten to travel before because I've been so sick all the time. And now that I got like proper medications and treatments and stuff, it's like I can finally travel. I can finally go places. And then I told him all about like how I went to my to the Renaissance Fair, and I was just like so happy. I was like, I finally got to travel. I felt like a princess for a day. It was the most amazing day ever. I felt so blessed. And I got to be with my brother. Well, my best friend, but he's like my brother. But it was so great. It was just an amazing day. It was such a breather. And that honestly, that day made me realize like I want to do things that I want to do. That's it. I'm going to do what I want to do. So I decided that I'm going to give up teaching. Completely give up teaching. Completely give up my career options with school and just start streaming. I've always wanted to do stream. I always wanted to do content creation. I mean, I've been doing it ever since I was in middle school. So like, why can't I do that now, So I think this is the opportunity for me. I think this is what I want to do. And you know what? I'm going to do it because I just think it's right for me. So yeah, that was a huge like 360 180, I forgot the term, 180 change flip. I have a lot of support from good friends and family, so that's what I needed. And luckily I'm not leaving without a job. So once I leave my teaching job, I'm still working with my in-laws. Well, I consider them family, because like we are kind of family. Like my boyfriend's sister is with their son, so like yeah, this is kind of like family. But anyways, point being, I mean, we went to the baby shower and it was family and friends only, so technically I think we're good. But anyways, yeah, being there, working there in a positive environment, and crazy enough, they hired me for content creating, which is the one thing that the people that got mad at me for, they're like, you're making content that's like, like do something better, make art. And I was like, damn, like content creating is art. It's just a different form of art. Like, damn, like why you gotta be so mean? So they hired me and they were like, hey, we really like the videos you made and we like that you're getting the sponsorships and stuff. So like, we kind of want some help on that too, like, and I decided to make some practice reels and videos for them, and golly, they were laughing at a couple of them that I did, and I was like, hey, are they really good? And they told me that they got in comments about me, about the videos, and I'm not the only one working on them. I ask whoever's there, like on staff and stuff, like, hey guys, like, can you guys help me out make a video? Give me your ideas, give me your input, give me your comments. I'm a team player. We gotta be a team player for this, right? Oh man, we got so many feedbacks. And then I had one of my other coworkers help me out with learning CapCut, which is super cool. I never actually learned it. Then I found out you had to pay for certain stuff, and he's like, oh yeah, so you gotta pay for all this, but I have a membership, or I think I have a membership, so I get to do all this. And I'm like, that's crazy, but that's good. That's cool too. That's cool. So that was awesome. I get to go play card games again. I'm trying to see if I can get back into some certain card games. I'm gonna start playing Pokemon, so that's pretty fun. I'm gonna start doing Union Arena. I have a Tolshiro deck for Bleach, so that's gonna be interesting. I'm working on an SAO deck for Blue because Kirito also knows Switch. I love that. And I've been working on some stuff too, like personal stuff. So ever since I just stopped having classes, I have more free time. I come home and I'm working on personal projects. I'm working on content creating, which is great. I started streaming, so I'm starting on Twitch, which, by the way, guys, if you want to help a girly out, follow and like and sub, definitely I definitely appreciate it, because I'm switching over careers. I want to do content creation. I want I want to take control of what I want to do, you know, and I want to do something that makes me happy. And interacting with people is always been something I liked. I mean, I do that when I'm at work over there at my card shop, and I do that when I'm a teacher. I interact a lot, but like, I just think it's time for me to choose my own path. It's time for me to move on and do things I want to do. And unfortunately, you know what? I felt like school held me back. Like, in the worst way possible, it held me back because I couldn't do things I wanted to do, I guess you could say. So I just want to do what I want to do. I want to be happy. I want to create things I want to create. And also, I feel like my big issue right now is like I just do too many projects at once. So right now I'm working on my book, my vampire romance book, which I'm so excited because I'm like I'm almost there. I'm like a quarter done, and I'm just like because I've been doing 10 pages a week, but I have not touched it ever since like the incident happened. So that kind of sucks. So I kind of missed out on a lot of things, but it's okay because like now I'm feeling better because I feel so much better now. I'm such in a good headspace. So I kind of started going back working on that. I'm working on the mushroom comics right now, and I'm also working on a the bunny comic script. So I got a lot of things going on right now. Like, I really just want to focus on my stuff, my personal things, and I have so much more time now to do all these things. And it's crazy like how inspired I was to know that once I was out, I can breathe, I can feel things, like I can feel happy. God, that sounds so horrible. But I swear to you, that's what I feel. I feel happy. I can do things again. Like, it feels so good to know that I'm doing things I want to do. You know, that's what I feel like is the most important part. And the fact that I'm doing this all in a healthy way, you know, like, because, like, no one's telling me what to do. No one's telling me how to do things. Like, this is what I want to do. This is how I'm going to do it, you know, like. And it's kind of awkward because I know people don't understand that content creation is kind of a thing. You know, like some people really hate content creation, which I didn't know which I found out that that's the reason why they were upset. They just hate being on the internet. And I was like, oh my God, I feel awful. I really didn't know that they hated that much. But like, again, it wasn't even them. It wasn't about them. It was just fake people. That's crazy. But anyways. I felt awful when I felt awful when they had mentioned that, and I was like, oh my God, I'm a horrible person. But they told me that there's nothing wrong with them. If anything, I actually got praised for the content I was making. So when they were trying to figure out, because I had to give them the videos of the, you know, raw and edited videos, because obviously, like, this is a case. I made the case. I'm gonna give you all the evidence and information. So I gave them the evidence and information and everything, and they told me that they actually enjoyed the content I made. And some of them actually followed my social media, and they're like, oh, hey, I also saw that you like, you're a gamer too, so I also subbed because I like your gaming content. I was like, wow, like, it was really cool. It was interesting. They told me that nobody wins. Nobody wins. And I'm like, that's totally fine, because I wasn't wanting to go as far as to expel. Which was a possibility, you know, and that's the main reason why I wanted to have stopped the case altogether. But it was already too late by the time I wanted to stop it. But it's okay. I'm glad I didn't, because then I heard more rumors being spread and stuff, and I was like, oh, okay, well, you know what? Now I'm taking this personally. Now I'm actually gonna go through with the case, you know, like, because who are you, honestly? Like, who do they think they are? And it took me weeks to realize that from what they tell me, because this is what the adults told me. This is literally what they told me. Like, who do they think they are? Who are they? Right? They're just people. Like, they ain't got no power. They're not anything high above. They're not supervisor. They don't even work here. So I'm like, that's a good point. But they made my life a living hell for a good 2 weeks, having to deal with everything and then whatever. But you know what? Karma's a, you know, karma's a bee. Karma will get them. Unfortunately, and I don't like that idea, but it will eventually get them, because what they did, what you do upon others will come back to haunt you. So, unfortunately, I don't wish this upon them, actually. It really sucks, but like, you reap what you sow. You reap what you sow, buddy. So, but you know what? It did give me a good learning lesson after all this. I was able to realize that, for one, people suck. Like, I wish I didn't lie about that, but I kind of learned that people really suck sometimes. Like, yeah, I already know people can suck, but like, God, like, we're adults. We're adults. Like, we're not even like young adults. Like, well, I mean, maybe we're like 27, maybe, and then they're a little older. But like, come on, like, this isn't high school. This isn't middle school. This isn't, this is adulthood. Like, come on. But luckily everything got solved, and just like the case was finalized. They told them that if they do it again, if they hear anything, or if I complain about them again, then that's it. That they'll take more matters into the hands. And I was like, okay, great, thank you. I just wanted them to stop, like, altogether. And I'm hoping that because of that, they'll stop following me on social media. They'll not pay attention to me anymore, because I honestly don't care. I used to care about them. Like, I actually admired them. And I feel bad because I know one of them had told me like, you don't even talk to me. And I'm like, I don't talk to you because I don't understand you half the time. Like, I feel horrible, and I didn't want to say that in the group chat, but like, I cannot understand that person half of the time. They're too intelligent for me. Like, the words they say are just like way up there, and I'm like bobbing my head like, okay, yeah, that sounds great. So like, I literally cannot create a conversation with this person unless they want to hear me ramble about my favorite fandoms or Sonic for like a straight 20 minutes. No, they're really not that kind of person, and I know they're not that kind of person. They care more about textiles and like their art, and I'm like, and history. They're so goddamn nerdy in like a really great way, though. In a really great way. They're so nerdy. Like, that person is so intelligent. Like, how do I have a conversation with that? Like, I feel like every sentence I say, they're probably thinking like, that's incorrect, that's improper, and I'm just like, I don't want to talk to them. I don't feel like I don't feel smart enough to talk to them, and it sucks because like, I really didn't understand half the words that person said. So I felt kind of bad, and I was like, well, that's kind of the reason why I didn't talk to you, but I wish you would have asked me why I don't really talk to you. It's because I can't understand you half of the time, and the fact that I know you don't want to hear me ramble on about Sonic for 20 minutes straight. Like, I don't think you want that, so I'm saving you the suffering, and with other people, it's different. We have actual topics to talk about. Like, sometimes it's like about one of the sweetest people I've ever met talks to me about like, emotional things, and I talk to her about my grievances and things like that, so she hears me out. And then other people, it's just like, how's the topic, how's your day, just small conversations, honestly. But no, like, I cannot keep up with some of the people with their conversations because they're too intelligent, which is also another reason why I feel like the program ain't there for me, because I'm not the smartest. I'm not smart enough to keep up with everything, so that's fine. But it is what it is, so it's okay. I think everything worked out for the best. And honestly, I'm very excited to see what I'm going to go through for the future, because before I leave my job completely, because they're giving me until the end of the school year or semester to finish the job and then just leave out of the program, which is awesome. They did advise me that just to if I want to come back, I have a time gap, and I was like, yeah, I don't see myself coming back. So, but like, I do really feel like it's important for me to just take control of my own like life in a way. Like, I want to do things I want to do. I want to do things that make me happy. I want to pursue optional careers that I want to pursue. So I'm giving up teaching completely to start doing content creating, streaming, and just working on my own stuff, like, and school getting in the way. It really did prove to me that school got in the way, and it forced me to work on some stuff that I was kind of avoiding for some reason, which is really weird. Like, I worked on school work, but I never worked on my work, it's like, I don't know. So I think it's just more personal problems with me, like when it comes to like deadlines and stuff, but honestly, I think it's okay. I'm happy with what I'm doing. I'm happy with where the route's going. And I'm getting sponsorships from other places too, which is super cool because of all the videos. TikTok already asked me if I wanted to open a TikTok business, and I'm like, yeah, that's cool, but I don't really have anything for product wise. So, and I do have the Etsy shop still up. I keep forgetting to close it down, but like, yeah, so there's that. And then I also got sponsorship from G Fuel if they reached out if I wanted to try one of the things. And obviously I know which one I'm gonna grab because, you know, Sonic, you know, I want the peach rings one, so I want to buy that to sponsor it, and then, you know, they show it off, you know. And then Plus Shop also reached out to me to do some sponsorships, but there is a lot of things happening right now with Plus Shop. Unfortunately, there's some stuff happening with it, and I don't know if I really want to collaborate with them because I've been hearing really bad things about them. But at the same time, it's becoming really popular right now, and I'm kind of like, I really do like some of the products there. So, like, I love the cats. Unfortunately, I cannot get the rest of the Sonic ones, which really sucks. But due to, like, I think copyrighted reasons or something happened. But point being, it sucks. Point being, I do want to get some of the other ones, especially some of the Genshin ones, because they're so cute. And if they have any Honkai, oh, yeah, you know, just saying. So anyways, yeah, definitely want that. I definitely want to grab some of those. So I got some sponsorships, and then I got content creating as a job / doing card stuff, and I just have a lot of great opportunities, honestly. And I want to take them. And I also want to start working on Twitch because I know it's not going to be right away fast, you know, where I'm going to get an audience and all that, but I'm happy with that. I'm happy that I'm building the audience. The people are coming with me. They're learning. They're growing with me, you know? Like, that's what I want. And that's what I feel like is a necessity. A necessity right now. Like, I just want to focus on my work. I want to focus on my craft. And I still want to do art. But right now, why can't I just do both? Why can't I just do art and games, you know? Like I can do the best too, honestly. So I'm gonna be working on that. Oh, kitty. So I'm gonna be working on that, and I'm just happy that I think I've chose the right career path. I think I'm doing good. I think. No, I don't think. I know I'm doing okay. I'm doing better mentally, physically, emotionally. Still seeking counseling, but I feel like I'm picking the right choices right now because I feel like I can breathe again, and it's been such a long while, you know, since the incident where I felt like I can breathe. And this has happened like maybe a month or two ago, honestly. It's been a little recent, so I've had like a long time to recover. But unfortunately, I didn't recover fast enough to focus back into my classes for me to end up failing most of them. So in order for me to save my financial aid or something, I had to, what's it called? I had to drop, which is understandable, which is fine. But I made a deal already with the coordinators and everything of what to do and all that. So that's been great. At least I got to focus on trying to save whatever I can for school. But I kind of just realized I really don't want to go back, and I don't really think it's for me. So I think I'm okay. I think I'll be okay with everything going on. But I'm very excited to just see what's going to happen in the future. And I'm very excited to focus more on like projects and content creating and things like that. And especially because today's Friday, which means Repo Friday. We're solo repoing Friday. So I got to get onto that. I think because I was trying to plan to stream at 2 in the afternoon, but I haven't ate yet, so I might have to push it back a little bit. But anyways, so I'm also getting a set schedule for my other work job, so I'm able to like set days on when to play games and stuff, so I'm very excited. Yes. But anyways, I can breathe, and I think that's what matters, and I'm really happy. Like, I'm generally can say I'm happy with everything going on right now. So I just want to put all the past behind me like that. And you know what? If I did get some comments, you know, like saying that you're leaving, you know, like you're leaving, you're not thinking straight. And I'm like, no, like I have had weeks to think about it, and I've been thinking about leaving anyways for a while. So like, this is what I needed because I want to do what I want to do. And you know what? It doesn't matter what people say because I'm the final call. I'm gonna do what I want to do. Is it a huge risk? Yes, I actually think it's a huge risk, and I am kind of scared that it's not going to pay off, but it is a risk I am willing to take. I'm going to take that risk, and I want to at least try my best to do what I can, you know? So, we'll see. But, anyways, oh my god, it's already 30 minutes. I'm sorry, guys. I just want to say thank you guys for, I guess, hearing me out. no more stories will be being told about about personal life. So I would erase the rest of the videos, but I don't think I want to. Like, what's the point? Like, I don't have the they don't have the right to silence me. It's the amendments. It's the amendments. Like, we have amendments, guys. Like, I have the right to speak, freedom to speak. But anyways, so thank you guys for hearing me out, for following me, and I hope this has never happened to any of you guys. And if it has, I'm so deeply sorry you went through all that. You went through all that, so that sucks. That really sucks. But I really appreciate it. I'm sorry for the lack of content for a while back. I've been trying really hard to push myself to make more content, doing more Sonic stuff, and just trying my best, But I'm just doing my best. But anyways, I really appreciate it, guys. For those of you who have stuck around with me, commented me, followed me on my social medias, really inspired me to continue doing what I want to do, pursue things like that. God, I really appreciate it, because this is really what I want to do, and I'm gonna go all in. I'm gonna lock in. I'm gonna go for it. I'm gonna do my best to try to be that. I don't expect results right away, but I'm excited. I'm really excited. I am, but we'll see. Anyways, it's already late. It's already getting late. I want to play some Repo. Actually, I need to get some food. But anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys have a good day or night. And don't forget to smile, because I'm sure someone out there loves your smile more than anything. Because or you just haven't found that person. And they can tell you make them smile. You never know. You never know. But anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys have a blessed day or night, depending where you're at. But bye.